Hi everybody and welcome to the Lash Tribe Show from lockdown. My name is Julie Mann. I'm the owner and founder of Lash Tribe. We create successful and fully booked lash artists with the help of our online and in-person training all over the world. In today's podcast, we have a very, very special guest. People like to call her the mama of the lash industry, Jill. Jill has been in lashes for I don't know even how many years. It seems like she was probably one of the very first all over the world to get involved in lashes, and in this podcast we're talking quite deeply about a certain topic that is weighing on everyone's mind at the moment, of course, COVID-19, the coronavirus.
Just remember, at the top and the beginning of this crisis, before you were mandated to close, there were people who were worried. Are they going to close? Do I cancel? Should I be staying away? So there was fear going into this. Then there was a judgment call made by the government to have you stop work. And then when it lifts, it's not just going to be this instant party. There are still going to be people who are cautious and who are going to think, yeah, but what if they just contracted it? I know, yeah.
Everyone. And how we came up with ideas that help salon owners to actually stay on top of everything, even while their salon is shut. So Jill is sharing a lot of her ideas, a lot of things that she implements with her clients and her students, things that you can actually sell to your students and your clients as well, of course, if you have a salon or if you're a trainer, that they can utilize even in shutdown and make things a little bit more affordable for them. So yeah, coronavirus is the topic and how it can help the salons. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for being here. Do you just want to share with everyone real quickly who you are? I've already introduced you a little bit, but basically, what is your whole business philosophy? What do you do right now to help others?
So yes, hi everybody, and thank you, Julia, for asking me to come along and be part of the Tribe broadcast. I'm really excited to share on any platform that'll have me what we can do right now to just kind of keep our psyches sharp, keep our feelings manageable, because everyone says in business it's just business, don't get your feelings hooked up in it. But right now nobody can stop their feelings. It's like a flood of feelings. So I got together with a group of friends, decided to put together this group called the Live Lash Industry Virus Education, and I think we're going to change the name to the the Live Lash Industry Mentor Group. Because in the beginning it was about the instant immediate crisis of what to do when people were feeling like shocked. Now it's maintenance, isn't it? Like trying to maintain a good positive attitude, trying to maintain productivity, trying to maintain, this momentum. Whatever momentum you got to start, you get to, keep pushing at. So my business, Lash Effects, providing lash artists with the supplies to do their work, of course, is suffering just like any other supplier out there. But there are things that we can do no matter what our business is in. If our business is solely taking care of a client or solely taking care of the practitioner that takes care of the client, I think if we just kind of shift and find where the needs lie, if we have a solution, we, should be loud and proud about it. And if we can think of a solution or help kind of think tank and mastermind a solution, there we go. There is opportunity galore to help people and to keep your businesses afloat, even in crisis. One of my favorite mentors just always says that entrepreneurs thrive in chaos. And that's a terrible thing to say if you don't look at it deeply. It's true. If there's an urgent need for something, entrepreneurs rise to the top and just start thinking, what if we did this? What if we did that? And they land on great solutions. And that's how we keep energy and currency, as in money, flowing and exchanging. That's how we keep things healthy. That's how we keep things real, and we keep just circulating care, currency, everything in the people marketplace, not just the money marketplace. I believe that wholeheartedly. And I think that there's solutions out there that even my lash business perhaps has, my supplies business. I'm also an educator like you. So of course there's opportunity to educate and to share good ideas, to get people to finally wash the lashes afterwards. After application, I feel like this is an opportunity. Let's get in there and let's get with these things that we, can't seem to get people to get on board with. I see opportunity. I always see possibilities. I'm a bit of a Pollyanna when it comes to that stuff, but I always do. I have my own low moments, believe me, but with every thing that goes wrong, I see an opportunity or a possibility or a chance to turn it around. And I want people to get that kind of infectious good feeling themselves.
Hair salons are still kept open, which is that's a completely different topic, but all beauty salons have shut. I know with you guys, most of you guys are not working anymore. Some have decided to completely shut, some are still working. What do you think you can tell those in immediate shutting down everything? They're losing all their income, they're losing their mindset. I think this is probably the worst thing at the moment, because I totally agree with you when you say that entrepreneurs like myself and yourself, I come up with ideas straight away and I go into fix mode rather than panic mode. That's what I do. I think about my students straight away and I think, how can I make them make more money in this time? Not more, but make money, some kind of money in this time. How do you think we can fix the mindset right now? What is it that we can do? Because so many of my students, they have salons, they broke down. They're crying for days. They think everything is going to never come back again. They're in this constant fear right now. What do you think you can tell those people? How can they get back to something that's a bit more hopeful and turn their reaction into action?
So that's the key, isn't it? Is you have to actually make a decision and you have to flip a switch inside. Sometimes you have to make the decision first and then follow. We weren't prepared for this. Nobody was prepared for this. Even if we saw Italy crumble, even if we saw our friends in Croatia go out of work, or Lithuania, or wherever in the world, we're not prepared when it happens to us. And when it becomes very real and it becomes very at home real, that they say, close your doors. Nobody's prepared for that. I think the first thing that you do is you take care of you go into survival mode, don't you? You make sure, do I have enough of this for my kids? Do we at least have power? Do we have shelter? Do we have what we need? Check, check, check. If you do, then it's time to roll your sleeves up and do the work. I'm one of those people that I try to rabble rouse in the positive direction. I'm trying to do that now. If you're serving your clients and you're no longer able to see your clients in your space, you can still help your clients. There's a lot of ideas. I'll list them off the cuff. You and I, Julia, we can just kind of ping pong it and come up with some great ideas, even right here on air, as we're thinking, because we're idea people and idea generators. And I don't mind sharing ideas ever. I think ideas are not something that I should be hiding deep, deep, deep in my pocket or close to my vest. Ideas need to get out there to mature, right, to be sharper, to be better. So we should do it. If you cannot see your clients, if your clients cannot see you, here's a couple things right off the top of my head that you can do to help you as a business owner who's lost the income, but also to help your clients. Because believe me, your loyal, established clients are missing you and feeling just as helpless as you are. They miss you. They maybe had an appointment tomorrow. What's going to happen? Well, what if this lasts for weeks and weeks on end? And I know it's silly. It's lashes. It's just lashes. But look at them now. I was ready for my touch-up. My appointment was tomorrow. What do I do now? There are things. They're on conference calls and on Zoom recordings and stuff with friends and maybe working from home. They want to look their best still. It's still a need for them, even though these weird circumstances have changed. So how can we serve them? You can give them products or teach them tricks that you know to extend the look of their lashes. You could give them a private Facebook group or WhatsApp group, or you shoot any kind of group that you want to, and support them, share recipes. If you're unable to do facials at home, talk about good old fashioned, kitchen skincare. Does it really work if you mash an avocado with an egg and put it, on your face? You can support each other that way. You probably have products in your possession that you can still do something with for your clients. And I've got some, and I've got ideas. One of the things we talked about, Julia, in another small group, is how to help people when they get to the stage where they want to pick and pull at their lashes because they're kind of molting and really needing that touch up. We don't want our clients to damage their natural lashes, to break them off, to pull them out, to create a hot mess. If we're not going to see our clients for a while, we want them to at least come back with this beautiful, healthy crop of amazing natural lashes and be like, ooh, full set city. Let's get at those babies. If we can turn it into lemonade here, if we just put our minds to it. So, I don't know. Do you want to just take it? We can do that right now.
We can do it right now. Yeah, I have many, many ideas. I've shared quite a lot of them already. Definitely a removal. That was your idea. Actually, you started this idea off. But even putting your client on a serum while they don't have any lashes.
If you sell eyelash nourishing serums to your clients anyway, now is the perfect time to put it on sale. When you are sitting on stock, whether it's at the scale that Julia and I are sitting at, or whether it's at the scale of a lash artist shop that has maybe 6 quantity of something that they had intended to sell over the next couple of months, having something move off of your shelf and into the hands that need it and being used by the person that needs it is better than it's sitting there for full price. So discount the cost of it and sell it to who needs it. That is money that is doing you well. Of course, in a perfect world, I want you to sell it for the profit margin that you always dreamed of. But right now, when stocks are sitting on shelves, they are doing nobody good.
No.
That is money that is just collecting dust, that is problem solving products and instruments and tools that is not being used. Yeah. So, we have to think of them differently. Don't just don't protect that profit margin, get it out there. So if you sell serums like that, great. If you sell supportive skincare items that you retail, get those out to your clients and sell them, put them in the mail to them. Or if you're allowed to still circulate in the city where you are, you could do curbside pickup, or
you could drive around and bring it to them as an extra.
Of course. Yes, you could be a delivery driver.
What sort of things do you think salon owners should be doing in terms of staying in contact with their clients? What do you think of continuously marketing to them, or maybe selling something up front that is not necessarily products that they use right now, but something towards the future when everything is back to normal, which we don't know what's going to happen?
Yeah, I think that one of the most important things that you can do is to reach out to your clients, and not in a form letter or a cut, copy, paste thing where you just change the name, but is to reach out to them very personally and say, I know it's uncertain times and we both feel like, when are we going to see each other again to do your lashes or your skincare or whatever it is, the service you provide. But here's the plan that I'm thinking will work. Let's go ahead and book you through and keep your appointments, your standing appointments moving through. That way, no matter what time this whole shelter in place or lockdown or however you want to call it is in effect for our area, when it's lifted, everyone has a spot. And if there's bare time, I can shift it forward in a really organized way so that everyone has a spot. You're still assured that you're going to get 150% of my attention and my welcome back love. You're not going to be forgotten. You're on the books in a regular way. And I think also we want to assure them that they're not going to have to pay the full set price to come back into the fold, because just like we don't want to have to pay the full price mortgage or rent in our businesses when we're not able to successfully do business inside, we're hoping that our landlords will be kind enough to give us an extension of rent or a discount or whatever. We need to do that for our clients as well. We need to tell them it will just cost you the amount that you had intended to pay anyway. We won't have 2.5 hours to work on you, but I will put in as many beautiful lashes as possible and get you back on track. This is also a great way for educators to start putting together, instead of in a perfect world, here's how to do a lash set. In the real world, this is how to do a lash fill.
I love that you say that, because that's how I teach anyway. I always teach, you are in the real world, you have a business, you want to make money. Competition is a completely different story, but I think a lot of people forget about that sometimes.
And everyday sets and everyday lash appointments are not competitions. They are not perfection situations. They are assess it, roll with it, make a judgment call, and make it look beautiful, So we have to start doing some real world lashing workshops. My friend Martina, your friend as well, Martina and I were supposed to do a class next month here in Scottsdale called Real World Volume. Well, each of us is going to be doing that on our own as well, with distance learning online, because we have to get things really real. Just remember, at the top in the beginning of this crisis, when people were, before you were mandated to close, there were people who were worried. Are they going to close? Do I cancel? Should I be staying away? They're really close to my face. So there was fear going into this. Then there was a judgment call made by the government to have you stop work. And then when it lifts, it's not just going to be this instant party. There are still going to be people who are cautious and who are going to think, yeah, but what if they just contracted it? I know, yeah. What if you have to put some of those things in place, and you have to expect that some of those people are going to say, I'm just going to wait until summer to put my lashes back on, even if you can open this week, because they want to err on the side of caution. Give them that rope, right? Give them that leeway to make that decision for themselves. It's not what they want to decide in a perfect world, but it is the world we have. And if their family members are saying, yeah, but why are you spending money on hair, nails, and facials and lashes when we can't even pay the mortgage? That might be the situation for somebody. So we have to give them a break. And we have to remember that situation has not even come up on the horizon yet, That's
right. Something that I thought, and not everybody obviously can do it, because I don't know how many salons have clients that have absolutely no money, not even $1 a week to spare now. But what you can try out, which I'm also now teaching in a new group I opened up, is that you can try and put them on a payment plan now to pay for something later down the track. We don't know how many months this is going to take. Our government says at least 6 months, which is really scary to think of. No one can work for 6 months in the beauty industry. I don't know what it's like in Canada or the US, but if it's 6 months and someone can afford $5 a week even just to pay towards something so that they can have it as soon as salons are able to take them on again, I think a lot of people would be so thankful, because payment plans like this do not exist in the real world. But now we just need to try and get as many people into something that still gives us some kind of regular income, even though if it's peanuts in comparison to what we can usually do. But yeah,
every peanut is a peanut, it's not nothing. So we have to stop that scarcity mentality and I have nothing, when you could have something. A little bit of something is great. A lot more, another bit of something adds on to it. Just, the multiplication actually grows in your favor if you just accept that we're not going to look at this fearful or like we have nothing. it's true. They have zero income coming in. It's true. But it doesn't mean that they can't find a way for their clients to support them. I have heard and I've seen beautiful Facebook stories where people are saying that someone just bought a gift certificate from their salon for no good reason, and then added, how you can add a gratuity on online gift certificates, added like $500 on or whatever. That particular person maybe is very well to do and has all the money that they need to pay for things. They're in a really, really good financial situation, and they just want to support the businesses that they love. So it's not hopeless. It's not hopeless at all. And I will run specials when we get back on our feet. I don't want to run them now. As far as lash supplies go, I don't know how you feel about it, Julie, but if I try to tempt people to buy from me now, it will only tempt a competing company to put a sale on. It's like the monster that we all created. Sorry to say, but we all did create it with the Black Friday sales.
I agree. I have my student discount, which I give everybody always anyway, for the student.
That's fair.
But
because they invested. Yeah,
they invested. Want to put a special on my adhesives because I do not want to sell adhesive in 6 months' time. I get my adhesives fresh every month. And this is literally the only thing right now, product-wise, that I have a special on. But yeah, I don't know.
Because that's
something else.
While it is stable on the shelf, it will eventually be oldish, and you don't want to be the brand that sells old adhesives. I get it. That's perfect. But if we all start doing that and start doing what we did with Black Friday and all these other big mega sale days, look what happened to us all in January because of Black Friday. And Black Friday was maybe quite successful. There were some unique ideas, big sales, of course, big savings. Everyone was like buying and stocking up, but they didn't need to buy in January.
Yeah, I think I did pretty well still in January, but I don't know how. I mean, you have a lot more competition over in Canada and the US, don't you?
I don't know. I just, we kind of just, if it's that, or we just trained everyone to wait for the sale.
Yeah.
Because every time there's a marketing occasion on the calendar, we do so well with our marketing that we've kind of created marketing monster traps for ourselves. And then it's like new clients come, or customers, not clients, but customers will come at you and they'll be like, oh, I want to try your products. Can I have a discount?
Yeah.
And that's precisely, if you're starting out, I totally get it. Yeah, here's a sample, here's a this or that. But if you're not just starting out and you've just discounted everything 25% for a big sale the last weekend, are you willing to do that? That's a question that's not always going to get a yes as an answer. So yeah, I think waiting until the end, except for like maybe with adhesives, then we can just kind of like get everyone back on their feet slowly. Because right now it's more important to buy
things for the clients,
kids, and things like that. What do
you have? Just so that everybody knows about the lashes, because I think that's also a great idea. Tell me a little bit about that.
So just in case we experienced a little glitch, I want to just backtrack a second. This polyvinyl eyeliner you put on and it dries, and it's like a no tack adhesive. There's no stickiness to it. It's not like tape. It's not like glue. It dries within a couple of seconds after putting it on, and then you press and seal the eyelash to the eyelid where the eyeliner is. And you can do it in sections. You can do it with the whole band, whatever you like. It's just like a window cling. So a clean window pane will accept a window cling and will hold it all year round. So long as there's no dirt or debris in between that's preventing the suction between those two. A lot of people call it static cling, but if you look up the science behind this, there really is no static electricity in use there. It's just that certain, like a vinyl shower curtain loves a vinyl shower curtain. Saran wrap loves to stick to saran wrap. In fact, it's hard to, pull it back apart. They're just substances that like one another, and they have a bond. They have an attraction to one another. Then you just take your lashes off at night, remove it with our makeup remover, wash your face, and put on a different style if you want to the next day. Well, instead of asking lash artists to buy 100 quantity of this and get the wholesale price, or 50 or even fewer, that's a risk for them. I'm asking them to part with, money that could be well spent buying water or toilet paper or food or what have you. So I'm doing a drop ship situation where they can have a look at my website. The lash artist, the professional, the cosmetologist, whatever, can look at my website and maybe pick like 3 or 4 styles that they think are well suited for or beautiful and well suited for their clients, and reach out to your clients and sell it for the same price as I have on my website, which is $59. That is the low end cost of a touch-up in the US. Most volume touch-ups are around $75, not $60. So that would be like a classic touch-up, I would say. And I will give them a coupon code for 50% off. Mm-hmm. So what they will do is they will sell it to their clients, and then they will get online with the client's name and address, and I will ship it directly to them, and I will put their professional address on the shipping label. It will literally come from my zip code, and I will be paying the postage from my end, but it will look like, Julie's Lash Bar sent me this product. I've removed my logo and everything from the product packing slip for them. So it just is a drop ship situation. So immediately upon purchasing at half price, if you purchase something, one kit that includes the lash, the liner, the makeup remover, the applicator tool, the brulee brush that blends and helps you to cleanse, the instructions, everything would cost $60, but you're paying $29.50. You have immediately profited $29.50. I'm not asking you to spend $3,000 up front.
That's amazing.
To get everything you need. And you don't have to, get labels and all of that stuff. You will just be a supplier of this particular brand of magic lashes, and it will just drop ship directly to them. So I'm so glad that I came up with that, because that took a weight off my shoulders of how can I ask these girls that I mentor, that trust me, to now, when they've lost everything, give me a whole bunch of money.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's exactly my thinking right now, is how can I help without people thinking that I just want to make money? It's like a win-win situation at the end of the day, because they want to make money as well.
Yeah. And if you just get together with someone you trust, and it doesn't have to be someone else in the lash industry, but if it is, that's great. We just did this adopt a lash artist thing where you're going to have a mentor and a buddy. If you want to, just pinky swear with each other, just say, can I bounce an idea off of you? Just shoot some holes through this with me. But this is what I want to do. That person can help you. Or for me, my husband is my sounding board with all of my decisions when it comes to strategy and decimal points. He is a keen mathematician. He's an executive chef. He understands portion control. He understands margin. He understands what food costs are and what the end sale cost should be. So he just translates it for me to the lash industry. It helps me out so much. So he's my person that I sound these ideas off of. And he's the one who helped me to think of, that's fine. Just have them buy, and you ship to their client directly, just like you're shipping every day anyway.
Yeah, I love that. So
and then on my website, should that person just go and look on the website, they're not going to see that it's being sold for $29.50. They're going to see the $59 price tag, which is precisely what you charge them. Yeah. Nobody's being ripped off, and they're not going to choose me, a stranger, over you to order back from again. They love you. They're your loyal, established client. They want to support you, their local business, and I'm happy about that. I've slashed my profit margins to be helpful and to help me by moving product, because I have literally millions of dollars on the shelf waiting to be shipped out to people, and it won't ship out to anyone who doesn't buy it. So we'll all be helping one another. You'll be helping me, I'll be helping you, and your clients who are on conference calls right now, conducting business from home, or just want to feel beautiful still, will be very satisfied, and they won't be ripped off. It'll be the cost of a touch-up. It won't damage the lashes. I can't think of a better win.
How long do the lashes last? How many times can they be reused?
This pair that I'm wearing now, I've had about 3.5 weeks. I have some that have been wearing since the very beginning. I just don't wear that particular pair every day, because there are times when I show up on a Zoom call or on a live or on a coaching call or what have you, just wearing a different style for fun, like we do, That's the cool thing also about these, is that when you get back to work, this might be something that also still will work for you later when you're healthy again and your business is liquid again and you can invest in products. You can think about, gee, this is also good for my client who can only hold 9 and 10 millimeter maximum because their lashes are very frail, but they really are a glam puss. They love makeup and they love jewelry and they love doing their hair. Well, they can have everyday, suitable, sustainable, beautiful lash extensions, and then they can have this for happy hour or going out on a date or what have you, and it won't damage the lashes.
Yeah,
it can be with.
Where can we find the lashes, Jill? I don't think you've mentioned the website.
Okay, the website is lash dash, as in a hyphen, attraction.com. And you can go and you can see all the styles. You can read about the descriptions and what all comes with it. The ingredients are there. You can see everything that you need to see. And then you literally, if you want to, I'm giving you permission to right click and copy the pictures that are on my website to show your clients. But if you need something a little bit more slick than that or higher resolution, just reach out to me. And I have pictures of all my products on a beautiful model, all of that stuff. And you can use them so long as you don't take my logos off, or change or alter it to the point where it's, I don't want my model to see her face anywhere else that doesn't say Lash Attraction, because that's not fair. She will be like, she works for Lash Attraction.
Where do you think, after all this is over, is the lash industry going?
I think it will be our boom time. And I will tell you exactly why. People will have time off. The majority of clients will have time off from this beautiful service, and everybody will have time off from opting in on this beautiful service. That kind of celebratory nature that's going to happen when we're able to open for business again, everybody's going to want in. Not just your established clients, but everybody's going to want in. I think that you have to be prepared. This is also why I say book your clients through. You have to know when the holes are in your schedule to accept new clients as well. You don't want to, push any of your established clients off of the book on accident, but make room for them. They will come. Practice your skills, stay sharp, because I honestly think that this is going to be more than a party when the bans get lifted, that it's going to be a boom time for skilled artisans like lash artists.
I think also that if you continue to do the marketing throughout now, and I'm not meaning marketing as in having to put dollars behind it, but really being up to date with everything on your social, staying in contact, always being in the forefront of your client's mind, that will really set you up for when everything starts to be lifted again. And I feel that this industry will get rid of, and it sounds horrible, but we'll get rid of those cheaper lash artists that are not very good with their marketing, those that are playing business, and they just do they want to make quick cash, they're doing a bad job, they will drop off. And I think those that are already doing well with a really good clientele, I mean, you can see it now. People are texting, can you just do it in the back of your house quickly? Like, can you put my lashes on? No, we can't, because we are not insured anymore, and the government says no. But those types of salons will boom more than ever, I feel. That's my personal
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And it's going to be a wellspring of
Yeah.
opportunity, and just be prepared for it. And honestly, the way you prepare for it is you treat yourself really well right now. You take care of your health, you hydrate, you work out. We have nothing but time right now. We have no excuses. We also have no excuses to begin shifting our mindset about our businesses and looking at them and making them operate like businesses and not hobbies, so that when we get back in action, none of those little weird posts about they canceled at the last minute, should I keep their deposit? Do you not know the legalities of deposit versus booking fee, and if it's refundable or not? Let's get clear on it now, because we've got some time.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have such a solid, strong business when you open your doors again. It's a beautiful opportunity, and I do believe, like you, Julia, that it will be a bit of a filter or a sieve for the healthy and proper businesses to remain in action, and others that are perhaps just like side gigs or side hustles or hobbies that aren't being taken seriously will fall by the wayside.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, my last question for today, and thank you so much for being here. My last question is, what is one thing that you wish I would have asked you?
Oh gosh, what I'm wearing from the waist down.
Back it back.
I'm not going to tell you.
We are all now shutting our eyes, imagining how Jill looks.
Okay, yeah, I have a really cute butt.
I love that. Thank you so much for being here today. And I know that a lot of the listeners and viewers have gotten so many more great ideas. I'm going to be sharing this everywhere so that people will take those ideas on board and also can contact you or myself for anything that they can actually retail to their clients right now while they actually need it. It's not about making extra money. It's about helping your clients out, which will then make that money.
Yeah, that it is. Currency is called that for a reason. It's a current of energy. It's a circulation of energy. Yeah. When we say, if all of the language about money and about successful business has to do, if you delve deeply into it, with energy and currency, and it's our job to keep it circulating right now. That will keep us healthy. That will keep us interested. It will keep our minds sharp. And believe me, it will save the economies from crashing.
Yes, if we still have cash at some stage is the other question. But
the cash has never gone away. It just needs to be circulated. Yeah. The cash is not gone when the doors close. The cash is there. It's in someone's bank account. We need to encourage them to buy from this entrepreneur, who then will take advantage and buy flowers from this entrepreneur. Yes. The cash has not gone away. We just have to keep it lively. We have to keep the energy moving around it so it keeps circulating.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you so much.